Good morning. Oh, how are y'all this morning? I'm present and accounted for. Bud Light commercial this early in the morning, huh? Boost Mobile featuring Pitbull. I didn't know Boost Mobile was still a thing. Good morning. Teeth are all good. Nice shiny whites, I guess. They're pretty much coffee stained wrecks, but healthy enough. So no cavities. Hey, good morning. Teeth was a concern? No, just regular, every 6 months dental cleaning. So, the regular sick. Shmevelin, you're sick with a cold. My wife is just kind of getting over the flu. She's had a fever for the past 2-3 days. She worked 2 of them, like the ding dong that she is. And then has been in bed for like the past day and a half. So, she's starting to feel better. So, hopefully you feel better too. Do I still have all my teeth? I have a implant on one and a crown on another. So I don't know if that was a trolley joke or not. It was kind of funny. I'm in the South, so there's a thing you might not have all your teeth in the South. So yeah, I had one crack, so I had to get the full thing out and have a full implant in, like all the hardware and stuff in there. That was a fun experience. If you've ever had an implant, it's about a year-long process to get that all done. It was annoying. My teeth don't look southern. I've never had braces either, so that's what trips out all my family and my dental hygienist and the dentist, that I've never had braces and have just dead straight teeth. So you win some, you lose some. I'm blind. Ooh, couch bound. Jackie, I'm sorry. I hope it's hopefully you're gonna heal up well, and we can make you laugh and giggle through your medication today. Because I don't know what we're talking about. Like, I'm coming in here just hot on 2 wheels, getting in here. I brought some things. I brought some envelopes to address. I brought some pens and paper to talk about. But man, I don't know what's going on today. It's been a week so far, just in yesterday. What's on the show tomorrow? I'm glad you mentioned that, Andrew. I'm gonna do a deep dive on my desk, like what I'm currently using for the desk. Oh, I know you weren't trolling, but yes, all my teeth are still present and accounted for. So I'm going to do a desk deep dive. Good morning, Evan. I'm going to do a desk deep dive so I can talk about a bunch of products tomorrow. And then we will do, I want to talk about a little bit about digital writing, because there's been a couple of things pop up in my feeds recently on the digital thing. No Goose Game today. I have a is proposition the correct term for y'all? I don't know. So my kids are off all week next week. We're definitely streaming Tuesday next week. We're definitely not streaming Thursday because it's Thanksgiving here in the US. So if I'll do a second stream or not, but I'm going to have my kids all week next week. I think my wife's working most of the week. I'm going to bring them over and we'll do Tyler and Elizabeth play the Untitled Goose Game. How does that sound? So we will do that next week. That should be fun. I won't get to it today. We'll see how Thursday can be for me playing the Goose Game. State of the Closet of Doom as an addendum to the State of the Desk. Yeah, like along those lines. But really, the state of the desk, why I want to talk about that is because I've just been really using some very cool stuff. And it's stuff you know about, stuff I've already told you about. It's the stuff that sticks that I continue to use. That's what I'm going to focus on tomorrow. The things that live on my desk. Like, look, you can tell I'm turning into a purple guy. Like, despite what the colors say on your monitors, these are not blue. These are all purple cases. Like, we're going to talk about this. Like, I don't have any orange cases in use right now. So everything I have in use is purple. So yeah, we're going to talk about, that. The digital writing thing. We'll of course mention the new field notes. There won't be much to talk about with those. But we're contractually obligated to do that. Not really, but it makes people mad. So I'm happy to do that every now and then. There won't be much to say about that edition, so we'll save that my notes for tomorrow. Yeah, but I'm at a point. The Ravens are looking good this year. How about that, Lamar Jackson? Who knew? I'm at a point where I'm really content with a lot of the things that I use. I canceled my color subscription, but I still have like 2 deliveries left. Or no, you can't cancel it ahead. So I just won't renew it when it comes up for renewal. It's not automatically renewed. So, which one did I cancel? I canceled the Blackwing one because that one is auto-renewed. I canceled that one. The Field Notes one's not auto-renewed, and I'm not going to renew it, but I might be 3 full editions out, or maybe 2 now that this one shipped. So I won't continue it I won't re-up after when it comes up, I think in the spring. So had a nice little chat about a student about stationery using zebra serratas. Oh, nice. When you find that little secret little jet pens topic that you can talk about, especially with a student, that's just kind of a cool moment to have. Jesse says purple and orange go together very well. They do, and I'm very hesitant to do that around here because that is the color of the Clemson Tigers. And people don't take too fondly to that around here. I can't do purple and orange and blue and orange very much, just based on like college nonsense, like things that don't matter whatsoever. It's just a mentality thing. So, whew. Good morning, chat. My piano player just picked up a Lamy Studio, so please, she found my Instagram feed. Orange and green. I'm down with orange and green. I love the Lamy Studio. I should review the Aquamarine, even though I've reviewed the Studio before, and you can't get the Aquamarine anymore, but I carry that pen all the time. Like, that is in my case today. Excuse me. So yeah, I think the Studio is just such a good pen. Super underrated. It'll probably be in the gift guide next week. We're recording the gift guide episode a week from tomorrow. So if you have any more gift guide stuff, I've started to make some. Purple and yellow is kind of my favorite. Growing up, both of my parents are LSU alums, so I grew up with the purple and gold. So I'll always leave that. So this one's purple and turquoise, though, is pretty hot. Mommy Studio British Racing Green. I think Aquamarine is the best looking Studio ever. I'm not going to disagree. I thought it might be the British Racing Green, but that's not a me color. That's a classic Lamy color, which I appreciate. My color is the Aquamarine, and I had to have that one. Totally. My other one is steel gray charcoal-y? Question mark? I'll have to look. I don't know which color my other one is. I do have I did get one with a gold nib and had Sean Newton make that into like an extra fine needle point. That I really like that nib. I should move that nib around to like this pen, but I was trying to hold out until I reviewed that because I wanted to review the stock version of it. That's what I have in it, Evan. It's great, except turquoise, not Pacific, but you know the drill. So yeah, I have the all black one that they just released is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna do that one for a members giveaway this month. Are we in November? God, it's like November. It's November 19th. I don't even know. I feel like we're still in October. Good morning, Thunder Viking. So yeah, this is today's show. This is what we're doing. We're just gonna whatever y'all want to ramble about. I started making my own gift guide notes. Where is? I'm trying to do as many small off-topic gift guide things. We'll have the basics covered. Your basic notebooks and basic pens and price points. But I want to do some very specific stuff. Is my gold spot guide up? Yes, it's in my YouTube channel. So I'm going to put a link together on the Pen Addict with that video linked up this week because I think they published it Friday, and link to everyone else who did the gift guide for that. I haven't watched them all. I watched Penboy Roy's. It was pretty funny. He's a funny guy. Oh, I have the full list in my email, Andrew. So when I do my post, I might actually do that for this afternoon. But I have the full list in my email. Tom sent all of us the list of everybody's videos. So I'll embed my video in the post, and then I'll link to the full batch of the other ones. I wonder if they were gonna put them up on their channel too. Dude, I guess they have a YouTube channel. I'm YouTube. I don't know. I'm not really like in depth on the YouTubes. Like, I don't even know if Goldspot has a channel. I assume they do. And they have the original copy of my video, like the full size copy of my video if they wanted to use it. So I don't know if they're going to repost it. What they were going to do was edit a bunch of answers together for one master video. But everyone's individual YouTube noob, yeah, everyone's individual videos were posted on their own channels. Okay, I'll post that today. That's a good reminder. Because now that I was waiting for them to release their newsletter, which I don't even get, so I'm assuming it went out Friday. But I'll make a note that this afternoon's post on the Pen Addict will be my video, and then I think there's about 6 other ones in the list. There's actually people I have never heard of in my life on this list. So I'm like, maybe I should check them out too. I should really, I mean, it's easy enough to do, and I've never done it. It's just, I do everything through RSS for all the articles I read. I just need to pull in the RSS feed of all the pen people from YouTube into like an RSS feed so I see them happening and like can talk about them because I think it's cool. All right. All right. Yeah, I think you can RSS feed an individual channel. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've seen that on there. So if you go to the channel description, click an RSS. Let me pull up my channel real quick. It's very bright in here today, so I'm gonna pull this up and it's gonna make me even brighter. Let's see. Though I'm logged in as myself, here's my channel. But since I'm logged in like as the admin of my channel, maybe let me just go to someone else's channel. Let me go to Figboot. Figboot, I think, posted Lord of the Rings. Yeah, he posted Lord of the Rings. So subscribed. Maybe I'm delusional. But I thought there was a way to update this. All right. Well, it's not super clear, is it? So I'll work on that. There's got to be a way. And even if there's not a way, there's ways that Google will allow you to just build your own RSS feed. You know, like my shirt. So there's like a panel here. I guess that's for when I go hunting. Is that where the butt of my rifle goes? I don't know what it's for. You know, me and all my hunting. Because it's like this patch thing right here. I don't know why. Patch here, pocket here. Everything's in a different direction. Yeah, so you can make an RSS feed out of anything. So even if I can't find how to do that natively through YouTube, you can build something pretty quickly. I could probably just do like an IFTTT thing. Say when a new channel, when a new video publishes in this channel, add it to my RSS queue, something like that. It's got to be simple. It's got to be simple. Does it come from grid? My shirt? Does my shirt come in grid? My shirt's gridded. I don't think it comes in .gridded. I use IFTTT to manage my links that I use for ink links. So if I have an RSS feed and and I star the item, my back end RSS platform is called Feedbin. So if I star an article in Feedbin, it sends it to another website called Pinboard, which saves the links and gives me the opportunity to find them easier than in my starred Feedbin feed. And then I could just get the links out of there. So IFTTT makes that happen, and it ends up being easier for me. Just got to work. What'd you miss? Nothing. You missed a show about nothing. Oh, I have clean teeth. I went to the dentist, good checkup, and I'm going to post my Gold Spot review. That's a very thorough and accurate, detailed summary of what has taken place in the first 19 minutes and 3 seconds of this stream. Oh, pharmacy. Pharmacy's never good these days. I say that because I live with a pharmacist, and it is not good. My shirt does not come in dot grid. I'll work on that, though. Present and Correct made a grid bag. I thought that was funny. It's very cute. It's like a little canvas tote bag. So yeah, I really have nothing to talk about today. I mean, I have everything to talk about, but no plans to talk about anything today. Where I was going when I opened my notebook, not just to write down the Pin Addict Gold Spot video, but the gift guide prep. So if there's any weird stuff for gift guide stuff that you want to know, let me know. Either here, Twitter, email, whatever. I want to tackle some of that. Give us your wife's rant about the state of pharmacy. We do not have enough time in the day. But it's like, I'll give you the short version. Take just the general idea of healthcare out of it. But when you work for a large corporation these days, it's about doing more with less. And the problem with the pharmacy is they just keep taking from them and want them to do more. And they're losing focus of the idea of we should probably not kill our patients first. That seems to be non-important anymore in the general sense of things, right? Everything else is more important than taking care of your patients. So that's the short version. So you can extrapolate from there. Because she works for a large corporation, Kroger. The Kroger is a huge grocery chain. So do more with less. And but by the way, we're here so we make sure our patients don't die. That part's a little overrated. So that's my 2 cents. That's what I get from it. Pen paper storage gift guide. That's one of the things I want is storage. So storage is going to be on my list. So we will definitely have that. Let me just write that down so I don't forget. But that is absolutely on my personal list. That's actually probably the top of my list. So yes, that's at the top. So, and that's not a normal thing we discuss. I mean, we've certainly talked about, storage over the years, just in general. I don't know that we've ever covered it on a gift guide. Yeah, it's tough. Pharmacy's a tough business right now. None of the current pharmacists would ever recommend anyone to get into pharmacy as it's currently constituted these days. So, yeah, and this is before we even get into the healthcare aspects of it, like was Evan's thing. It's a while. It's probably another 15 years. She's been doing it 15, 17 years. So she's been with the same company the whole time. What's funny is like they were just doing one of the challenges with my pen show schedule is my wife has to pick her vacation for next year now. Like she just did it on Sunday. They do a draft, a seniority draft. Everyone gets on the phone and there is a draft of weeks and it's based on seniority. And with her being there, I forget if it's 15 or 17 years. I think it's 17. She's like middle of the pack seniority. And the youngest, like, there's no one there who's been there for less than, I think the least tenured person was 5.5 or 6 years. The system is bonkers. So, like, I now know my wife's vacation schedule for next year. It's just asinine. And, like, she got, like, she gets 5 weeks off because she's been there for so long. But, like, we try to coordinate it around the weeks that we want, but we got to do, like, the kid stuff first. So, you know, I think 2 weeks were ones she wanted, and then the rest of the 3 were just what she could get. So that definitely, I mean, I'm planning on going to Philly regardless. I'll go ahead and burn up a, let's call the grandparents in that weekend. Since I've already booked it and everything, I'll make sure everyone knows over Thanksgiving that, hey, I'm going to Philly on these days. It helps that I'm coming back on Sunday. So, booked your trip to Philly. Yay, that's awesome. So yeah, I will call in reinforcements for the Philly trip to make sure I go to Philly trip. Everything else will be up in the air except Atlanta. Awesome. That's killer. I'm glad y'all are coming. Yeah, but they instituted this draft system 2 years ago, and it blew my mind. Like, I worked in corporate space for a long time, and I've never seen anything like this. It was just crazy. And all the managers got, like, so heavily weighted in preference. It was just astronomical. Like, but that's how far they plan out their schedules. But then I won't know her schedule. Like, every 6 weeks she gets a schedule. So anyway, that's, hey, day in the life. We've been to the dentist. We've talked about my wife's job. Talked about the kids playing goose game. I don't think I could go back to a large corporation. I think I would get fired pretty quickly. Like, I could go back to work if I had to go back to work. It would be hard to go to a large faceless, it'd be a faceless, nameless person in a large corporation for me now. That would be tough. Thanksgiving at work today. Yeah, we did used to have that. So since we don't have any real plans to talk about things today, we can talk about when I worked third shift at the data center. We would have Thanksgiving too at like 10:30 at night. When we got there, we would have Thanksgiving dinner at like 10:30 at night would be our deal. So we'd eat a little bit and then save it and then eat again at like 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So that was fun because we sure as heck weren't coming in for the daytime people's Thanksgiving dinner. For the big daytime Thanksgiving, we're not getting up to come in at 11:30 for the big corporate lunch. We're just going to do our stuff. I know it doesn't preclude Goose Game now. We're not playing Goose Game today. We might play Goose Game Thursday. I have too much to do today, work-wise, to do the goose, to get the goose. Thunder Viking, how are you enjoying your new fancy pen? It's a problem. Not in that it's a good problem. All I want to do is use it, which it should, like, to make that type of commitment monetarily to a pen, it better be the pen that I want to use all the time. It's making me rethink, like, every pen I have stashed away. Like, so the 19 pens I put up for sale, I've sold them all but 2, I think. And I want to go find more, because I'm going to use other pens less because of this pen. That's how much I enjoy it. The 4AM is definitely still in use. I really love the color. You can tell, like, what I've been using here recently. Like, and this is a lot what we're going to talk about tomorrow. I love the color. I love the nib. It's an extra fine nib on this one. The 1911 just feels really, really good. So yeah, curation is a good phase to be in. This is the first, like, when I've bought my Nikayas before, my commitment was to, if I'm going to spend the money, I'm going to use the pen. Now my commitment is if I'm going to spend the money, other pens have to go. It's a little bit different phase I'm entering into now. Oh, you got your Studio Neat for the Apollo? Let me see if I got mine. Did you just get it today? I really want that pen. So like my fountain pens I'm carrying now. I mean, I'll take them out of here. Oh, I don't care about that. Phone, watch, AirPods thing. Who cares about that? I just want my pen. I never listened to that podcast, so I know you can't see that. But I've got Ian's pen, the Pocket 6. I need to spend more time with it. I haven't spent that much time with it yet. But I did put in the Hypnotic Blue Chromatics Caran d'Ache ink, which is what I intended all along. So I have a bright turquoisey ink for this pen. It's really cool. Like, this is my kind of pen. I love this color style. So the 4 a.m. you saw, the Lamy Studio Aquamarine. I carry the TWSBI Eco. I don't care about your presents, Tony. So TWSBI Eco. I actually over inked this pen, so I'm trying to use it up. It's the 941 review, and I'm sitting there just, sometimes for ink reviews, I'll only fill it a little bit. And I'm just sitting there going twist, twist, twist. And I was like, oh my God, that's like a whole thing of ink. Yeah, over ink. So like if I'm just this is my ink review pen, and I don't like to put ink back into the bottle. And I know I'm not going to use this that much. So I'm actually probably going to have to use another pen to do ink reviews next, because I want to use this ink. I like this ink. I might transfer some of this ink with a syringe into like my Sailor cartridge. my Sailor converter that I am using 941 in. So it's just a matter of I need to use this because I like it. The next ink review I'll do will be the Venta Azure, which I have in this Aurora. Put it in a sample vial. That's actually a good idea.